Hello and welcome everybody to this week's edition of the Edmonds Racing Weekly Show. This is Friday the 29th of January. It's been an action-packed week. We've been looking forward to the autumn in Melbourne, the Winter Carnival here, of course, and we've even been shopping in New Zealand. Tobe, great news through the week. Mr. Headley and Mr. Massingham have confirmed that the Herovian will contest the $5 million All-Star Mile at Moonee Valley on March 13th. And gee whiz, the public have got right behind him, currently sitting fifth in the voting with over 2,800 votes.
Yeah, no, he's polling quite well for that. And yeah, you're right. The guys got together in Cairns the other day, had a meeting and decided to drive on towards that All-Star Mile. So, you know, obviously the kickoff points at futurity on the 20th of February, and then you run 3 weeks later in the All-Star Mile. So that's the 13th, I believe, of March. And he's going quite well. Had a gallop reverse way on Wednesday morning in company with Grey Missile. Worked very well. Just thought we'd let him get on the reverse leg as he's been going this way for quite a while. So he handled that well, and, you know, the horse in really good order.
And Moonee Valley, that sort of track might suit him. I know it's a tight turning track, but it's got a great camber, and he'll be able to get rolling and get through his gears from a long way out. Yeah,
the track won't worry him. He'll enjoy that surface, I feel. And, you know, I suppose the quality of the race is the question, but it's going to be tough. But you can't be harming your box and you know, be a chance to win, you know, the purse of $5 million. So look, we're happy to drive on towards it and have a good crack at it. But Moonee Valley will suit. Really keen to see him first up in the futurity, how he performs against those type of horses as well. So yeah, a good few weeks ahead of us.
No, terrific. $5 million race. They don't come along very often. And I think a showcase of the healthy industry here in Australia. I think we've got over 50 $1 million plus races in Australia now. And I think only 6 years ago, it might have been somewhere closer to 30. So the game's just getting bigger and stronger, and it's just terrific to be involved in these new concepts like the All-Star Mile, where you can vote in your gallopers for $5 million. Just terrific. Yep. Trent, mate, we're active over in New Zealand too. Another little plan that we're looking to pull off is to try and go over to New Zealand and win ourselves a Karaka Million, another $1 million race. That one in New Zealand, mate, outside of trying to win the race, it should be a great trip next January. Bit of golf, shopping, New Zealand wine and food, trip to Waiheke Island perhaps, Karaka Million. The race evening's terrific, the Karaka sales. Mate, you'll be putting your hand up for that trip, surely.
I think we'll all look to try and get over there, to be fair. That'll be in conjunction with the Archer Park guys, who I think we've said a million times before, they certainly know how to have a good time. So, yeah, that'll be my first time going over there for that race meeting next year, hopefully, and it'll be a fantastic time. Obviously, we're hopeful that everything's probably eased up in the next 12 months and we can get over there and have a crack. I thought we bought really well. We bought a lovely Capitalist filly and a Pride of Dubai colt that I thought looks like he could put a saddle on him tomorrow and, you know, he'd be right to start work.
Yeah, he's a big strapping bloke. The Capitalist filly sold out. The Pride of Dubai colt from the family of Black Caviar, All Too Hard, Ole Kirk, I might add. Frost Flowers, another update in the pedigree. A really, really good family. He's out of a Fastnet Rock mare too. So he's got a great pedigree and a great physique. And we still have 5% share there if anyone was keen to jump in and try that Karaka Million. See if we can pull off this Karaka Million plan. We're really well placed. As you know, Trent, Tobe, the Archer Park guys, they have won the Karaka Million before. They've placed in it too. In Queensland, we're so well placed trying to qualify for that race and get into the race, given of all the states in Australia and including New Zealand, we've got the most toured races before Christmas. And also it's an order of entry based on prize money. So our prize money is close to 5 or 6 times that of New Zealand. So we can run first, second or third here and we qualify basically. And we can head across the ditch and have a bit of fun. And you guys have had some luck at Ellerslie too. Winter Bride went close there in a Group 1. So you guys are no stranger to travelling to New Zealand with a bit of success either.
Hopefully.
Very good. All right. Well, there's nothing happens without a plan. So the plan is in place and hopefully we can work towards that now. Guys, trials on Monday at the Gold Coast, our home track. We had a few go around there. Was there one you each wanted to point out as a horse to follow?
Yeah, I liked. I got a couple there, like Biz Class, trialled up nicely. Also Tayella. Looks like she come back in good order. So both of those for me. I think they're destined to win a race pretty quickly. Yeah, so they're my two anyway.
Very good. All right, Maury Hayes. The Maury Hayes filly there, and Tayella owned by a great syndicate, two progressive, well-bred fillies. And you, Trent?
Well, I really like the Pines. She's probably got a little bit more exposed form than those other two. But we put blinkers on her for the first ever time, and she's a mare that goes quite keen at home. So we were just trying something different on trial day. She actually jumped and begun well for the first time, or for as long as I can remember. Ran fifth in the trial, beating a length, but if you watch the replay, she was hampered for room. Once she found room, she really burst through. So she's coming off a long layoff due to having a surgery and whatnot, but she's come back in tremendous order. She's taken a little while to get going because she had that long layoff, but she's nearly right to go now. And it'd be interesting to see when she makes her resumption, whether we put these blinkers on her or not. But I was pretty happy with what I seen.
Yeah, lovely to have her back, of course. Showed so much talent before her last prep, and you found a little issue, cleared the issue up, and great to see her back trialling so well in those Ian and Kathy Matheson colours. All right, team. Well, it's been a couple of quiet weekends after the Magic Millions Carnival. This Saturday we have runners at the Sunny Coast, of course, Metro Saturday at the Sunny Coast and the Gold Coast as well. We've got one runner at the Sunny Coast. It's Medelka Toby. She's drawn 4. Robbie Fradd aboard. She wears the Ken Barber grey colours, of course, the black and white stripes, the yellow cap. She's a $4.20 chance here, a second favourite, first up over 1,000 metres.
Yeah, so she comes off a minor bleed last preparation where she had a 3-month ban. So we've tried to train her a little differently, keep her not as active as she is. She's quite a fizzy filly, so we've done a lot of treadmill work with her. She's trialled up nicely a couple of times. We've held onto her head and topped her off with a couple of sharp gallops in the last couple of weeks. So she's ready to go. Hard race though. Tony's got 3 horses in there that all go very well, and they're not the only 3. The Mort Door's got good speed. Lyrical Girl, it's going to be really high pressure. So our filly or mare gets a really good run in the race, whether those horses with up the top, the Lyrical Girl especially, got a big weight but got a huge number behind it. So if we can beat it, we're going really well, I think. But I think we finished top 3 at least, and she should improve off the run.
Very good. All right. Yeah, she did have that long layoff, I suppose. So you expect her to improve. Does love the track. 2 from 2 at the Sunshine Coast, and the track and distance 1 from 1. All right, we go to the Gold Coast then on Saturday. Just a quick tidy up on Say I See You. Trent, unlikely to run up Murwillumbah from that gate.
Yeah, it seems that every time we accept with horses over the border lately, they're drawing the car park. I don't know how that happens, but it does. Thankfully, we double accepted, and he's drawn soft at home. I thought he was really good at Ipswich first up. Steps to 1,400. And look, he's going well. He's actually going really well in what is a pretty tricky race, in my opinion. If we get a shower of rain tonight, that'll bring him into calculations immensely.
Even further, you're drawn beautifully, and Jaden Lloyd takes the reins. He's riding very, very well. You've also accepted Cunnamulla and Dansk in there. Cunnamulla, obviously a horse that is dual nominated with Dansk as well. Cunnamulla, no jockey on in race 7. So am I right in saying he's going to go to race 8?
We put blinkers on him, and the Class 1 1,200 probably looks ideal at this stage.
Perfect. All right. Well, let's touch on Dansk. He was terrific in his stable debut, winning. He's second up here, 1,400 metres. Matty McGillivray from barrier 7.
So Gdansk, he'll sit right up on the speed in this. He'll lead for a long way. Down on the weight suits, and he's come on nicely since he's made Win an Eagle at Doomben, where he box-seated and won it. We didn't win easily, but he won well enough and take good improvement out of that. I noticed in Victoria he hasn't sort of performed at 1400. So, but I think he's strengthened enough now to push him out to that distance, and he's looking for it for that journey. He can run really well. So out of those two, say I see he doesn't win that often, but as Trent said, if he gets a bit of a soft track tonight, he'll brings him right into the race. But out of our two in that race, I think Gdansk could possibly lead and look the winner for a very long way.
Very good. Okay. Very interesting. Say I see you, Gdansk. Cunnamulla then will go to race 8, drawn barrier 5. Trent, Jaden Lloyd takes the reins here as well from that nice barrier. I know he's shown you a little bit at home, and he was sort of fair, I suppose, on stable debut, but that was at Eagle Farm.
You hit the nail on the head. I thought he was going to run right on into it at Eagle Farm, and then as a fair few horses lately have been a little bit plain there, he was as well. He lugged in and sort of got in behind a couple and wasn't able to really stretch out on that surface. I would suspect home track, blinkers back on, soft barrier, and that'll assist him greatly. Worked him behind a couple on Tuesday morning, blinkers on. I thought he worked super for Class 1 at home, and I reckon he'll be right there tomorrow, given even luck.
Very good. There you go. Cunnamulla, second up, and blinkers on. Blinkers on. That's a key gear change there with Jaden Lloyd from a lovely barrier. Good luck to Tom Headley and the team. Also, good luck to Archer Park and Walt Altieri with Gdansk in race 7. Guys, that's it for the weekend. Nice and quiet. Do we have a best bet from those runners going around, Toby?
Bit tough tomorrow, but if you want a best bet, I think we could nearly back Medelka each way and possibly throw that all into Gdansk each way as well. How's that?
I love it. All right. Sunny Coast race 1 into Gold Coast race 7, Gdansk. And what about you, Trent? Do you like that?
I'll go Cunnamulla just for some difference.
Nice. Cunnamulla. Very good, guys. Guys, great stuff. Been a good week. Anything else to touch on?
Not a great deal.
That's about it.
Pretty simple. I reckon we're done.
Very quiet.
Very good. All right, everybody. Look forward to the 6th of March. That's when we're going to be hosting our Magic Millions Yelling Parade at the stables, followed by a ripping day at the Gold Coast races. If you're keen on getting involved in some of these yellings, or you already have, we'd love to have you join us on that day. So please mark that in the diary. Saturday, the 6th of March. Good luck to all our owners and runners. Take care, guys.